Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to our USGS Global Webinar. Today, our featured speaker comes from Singapore. She has a master's degree in social science and applied economics. She has spent a very successful 17-year career in corporate, in marketing, management, and communications. She's also a mother and an avid traveler, and today she comes to us from Melbourne, Australia, where she has started her brand new life with her family. Please welcome our speaker, Joanne Chung.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone all over the world who is online with us right now. A wonderful, wonderful day to all of you. This is Joanne coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. I'm so excited to be here. I'm a little bit nervous as well because it has been a while since I took the opportunity to be with you on a global webinar. It is always a pleasure and always a privilege to be here because this opportunity, I have seen it change so many people's lives, including my own. And today, it is my turn to pass it forward, to pay it forward by sharing with you what an incredible opportunity you are looking at that could change your life if you allow it. Just a quick introduction of who I am after what Samson's lovely voice introduction of myself. I got involved with Jeunesse about 5 years ago when I was still very much a working professional. And at that time, I totally did not understand what I was getting myself involved in, except that I knew that I wanted to be healthier and I wanted to look better after I gave birth to my son. And it has been 5 years of being a part of this global family as well as US global system, and it has been an incredible ride. And today, it is my honor to share with you what I have learned on this journey so that you may see a new future for yourself as well. So thank you for taking time to be with us today. So with that, I'm going to pull out a very quick presentation, which I will go through with you. Here we go. You are here today because someone in your life was touched by Jeunesse in one way or another. And they invited you to be with us today to understand how Jeunesse could play a part in your life as well. And this is something that truly is an opportunity that comes in a very unique time in human history. We are at a point where technology has completely changed the way our lives are lived. You know, our lifestyle options have changed, the way we communicate have changed, and also in the context of globalization of businesses, of relationships, this has given us a whole new economy. What that means is that the way we look at businesses and the way we interact with businesses have now completely changed. All you need to do is take a look around yourself and even in your own lives. When was the last time you went physically walked into a travel agency to book an air ticket? Probably you have gone online to do your research first, or in fact might have indeed booked your air tickets or book another hotel or plan your entire vacation online. So, you know, these are the little aspects of our lives which have changed, and we have just gone with the flow because it is inevitable. As a result of this, it fundamentally changes the way we relate ourselves to our economy. What that simply means is that, to me, I have noticed that even when I was working in a corporate world, that the companies were operating in a different way, and also the way that people were making money, the speed at which they make money have also changed. I mean, look at the number of billionaires in the world and the average age it took them to become one. Look at Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook, and then look at all the young billionaires and millionaires who are making headlines all over the world. This is a brand new era for every one of us. But what has it got to do with us? And this is something that brings Jeunesse into the picture, because I consider myself, and I believe many of you online who are here with us today would see that as well. We are very, very fortunate that this group of people, the founders of Jeunesse, have created a platform that truly bridged the gap for us between what's happening out there in the world and what is relevant to our lives. Meet Randy, Wendy, as well as their son, Scott. Now, Randy is an award-winning businessman. He is one of the most humorous and likable man I have ever met in my life. He is such a successful man, but he has no airs. He's so humble because he came from a very, very humble background. And his wife, Wendy Lewis, is such a tower of strength. You know, she is also, in recent years, award-winning businesswoman many times over. And with their experience in the IT industry as well as the sales industry, they have created in Jeunesse a wonderful infrastructure, a business infrastructure that allows all of us to partake in this global redistribution of wealth. And Scott Lewis on the right-hand side, he is younger than me. I'm 43 and he is nowhere near 40 yet. But he is such a visionary guy. He has been pounding the pavement and bringing the company to so many different markets. When I started out in the beginning, 5 years ago, the company was in, I believe, 70 over countries, my markets. And right now, 5 years down the road, where the company is only 7 years old, going 8, we are already doubling that in more than 140 countries and territories. All of this because we have an excellent, very sophisticated business framework that I'm now going to walk you through very, very quickly. What they have done in reality is to create, first and foremost, a business system that allows us to go to more than 140 countries and territories all over the world. And what does this mean for you and I who are looking at this? This means that you and I have the opportunity to get involved in a global business because the platform that will allow us to tap into all these markets are already in existence in the form of Jeunesse. You have the opportunity to make money from 1 country, 2 countries, 10 countries, or as many countries as you would like. And what we need to do is to be able to spread the word and to find people who appreciate this unique opportunity that is so relevant to our current times. What this has given us is a wonderful track record in the last 7-8 years of operations. When I joined the company right back in 2012, the company was ranked number 82 in the top 100 direct selling companies in the world. And we were only beginning at that time. And I remember feeling really excited, even though I didn't understand the business model, I still felt excited to be able to participate in this wave of growth around the world. And a few years later, we continued to climb. And just as of 2016, we broke the top 20 positions for the first time. And I'm so excited to share that in 2017, the latest ranking, we are that much closer to being top 10. The beautiful thing is that this is the global effort of all the distributors in Jeunesse. And we started off with nothing. We only had a vision that the founders had and a few of our pioneer distributors who believed in a company, who believed in themselves and believed in rewriting history. And they have gone on to prove to many, raised many eyebrows and really, prove a lot of critics wrong that what we are doing is truly revolutionary. We couldn't have done it if we didn't have credible products with integrity. And that is the other system that Jeunesse brings to us, which to me is very, very important. We have a business infrastructure. That is the first system that's in place. It's a plug and play. You can choose to activate it any way you want. But on top of that, we sit a youth enhancement system. Now, the youth enhancement system sounds like a fancy name, but what it really does is literally help every one of us who is using the product to enjoy a more youthful, not just appearance, but also the whole feeling of being young again. If you want to look and feel young, you look no further than the youth enhancement system because it is a complete, comprehensive cellular management system that allows you to deal with all aging issues inside out and outside in. I'm going to quickly go through some of these products, but what we're talking about here is that we are not only looking at something superficial. A lot of people who look at the anti-aging industry think that it is a superficial business. Literally, we have gone to new depth with this industry. We are looking at skincare, energy drinks, and also wellness and weight management, which are all representation of how aging can affect us. And we're not only looking at $1 billion industry, we're looking at a multi-billion-dollar industry. And we have a hand in every one of them because we believe in a holistic approach to helping people to deal with their aging problems. So let's take a look at the kind of people that we actually work with, because that these products were not just bought off the shelf. They were not designed by people who were trying to make a difference. What we have with Jeunesse, which is incredible to someone like me, I've had the privilege to work with a lot of different companies around the world as a consultant, as well as travel around the world and see many amazing people who are doing great work. But one of them with Jeunesse, I'm very, very honored to have met Dr. Nathan Newman several times at our various events, and will actually meet him again in early August back in Singapore. He is one of our board members on our medical advisory board, together with several other top brains in the anti-aging industry. Dr. Nathan Newman himself is a world leader in stem cell technology formulation, highly sought after for his expertise. And also, he's such a humble person, and all he ever wanted was to bring good into this world. And when he met Wendy and Randy through a chance occurrence, he had the opportunity to match his expertise with Wendy and Randy's business acumen, and together they created the foundation of this company. What he brought with him, together with the other doctors, is this incredible technology and knowledge in how the way our body age and how we can actually proactively manage that whole system. One of the most exciting things that we have in our products is growth factors and the use of adult stem cell technology. For some of you who are hearing growth factors for the first time, actually, we already have them in our day-to-day skincare products. The only question is how many. In our human body, we have more than 200 different growth factors that are designed to work seamlessly to help our body to repair, regenerate, and to regrow so that we stay healthy. And in our products, we have more than 200 growth factors as well, especially in our skincare range. And this is one of the reasons why our products are so powerful, because they're designed to work with the body using really cutting-edge adult stem cell technology and several other biotechnologies that are curated to really bring the best out of our body, to help our body to repair, to heal, and also to rejuvenate. Let's take a look at the skincare range. The skincare range is designed to really take care of every aspect of our possible aging stresses. We have a very simple range, but it's extremely powerful. So don't be don't think that because it is simple, it is not powerful. In fact, one of the things for me is the fact that this company has found the people who are able to take what is really complex, put them into a simple system, and allow every one of us to use from a day-to-day basis. And this is why our products are so popular all over the world, and also they're highly usable and consumable. People want to use them. For me, I used to spend a lot of money on the different brands that many of you would have heard of, but I wouldn't say them here. But the last 5 years, I have not changed at all. I have stuck with this set of products because, very simply, they work. And since they continue to work even after 5 years, there is no reason for me to change. Don't take my word for it, because there are other people who have also asked, what about me? What about men? What about different people with different skin issues? Well, we conducted an independent third-party laboratory study. There's a clinical results that showed us very, very promising, very encouraging results. And I'd like to share this with you. Both men and women involved in this study, they really are happy with the results. In fact, 100% of them said that they would recommend the products to family and their friends. And the vast majority of them felt that their skin really experienced some very tangible improvements, such as visibly looking younger, as well as being very smooth and also more luminous, and definitely skin firmness. So let's take a look at a couple of pictures that show you what that might look like. This is some of the pictures. This is a lady here who has used our serum for only 56 days, and she witnessed a 65% decrease in deep lines. And this is not just what's visible to the eye, because we did some special photographs with special equipment, and you would see from the deep lines to all the fine lines on her skin, the before and after picture showed a vast improvement. The same can be said with men. Well, a lot of skincare products out there, as we know it, we are taught that men and women have different skin, and therefore we need different products. But in Jeunesse, because of the technology that we're using, it works with our body. It works to regenerate and to repair what's within our body. And that is truly powerful, because what it means is that it taps into our body's natural ability to heal and to repair. And similarly here, this gentleman used our product for 56 days and saw a 52% decrease in fine lines. So men, you get it too. So this is really great news, because when people talk about anti-aging business or anti-aging products, they only think mostly about women. But I can tell you for now that actually the growing group of consumers who are looking at taking care of themselves better, don't forget the men. The women will always be there because we will always want to look good, but there are also men. They're fast catching up. The next person I want to share with you, and this is someone who is very dear to me and very dear to the entire Jeunesse family all over the world, because she is one of the first pioneer distributors in Jeunesse. Now, when I say pioneer distributors, what I mean is that at that time, there was a group of people, 5 of them in fact. Winnie over here is one of them, and also the oldest. And at that time, nobody knows if the product works. And the company started with a single product, which was designed by Dr. Nathan Newman, and that is the Luminous Rejuvenating Serum. And with that, the 5 of them started to take on the world and started to share this amazing technology and the amazing business opportunity that comes with it. This global business from 0 to $1 billion in 6 years, from 0 to 140 countries and territories in 7 years. Now, this is truly a reflection of not just how good our products are, but also the spirit behind the people who are working in our company. So Winnie right here has actually given us such a gift with herself. At that time when nobody knew if the products worked, nobody would made a single dollar yet, she was brave enough to offer herself as a guinea pig. She applied the serum on half her face. And I think you can tell, just by looking at the picture online right now, which side had the benefit of the serum. If you just look at the picture of her face, you can tell on the screen on the left-hand side, the skin is tighter, the eyes are less droopy, and the lines, the fine lines, the laughing lines along her nose, that down to her mouth, that is also almost non-existent. It is definitely tighter compared to the other side of her face. But that is only on the outside. She was so excited with this result. She went to look for a friend who is also a skin specialist. In fact, this friend, he designs skin formulations for other companies to sell. So when she got to him, he is the highest bar one can find. It's not easy to talk to a skin doctor and say, look at this product. It has done wonders for my skin. Winnie, at 62 years old at the time when she took this picture, loved the doctor to also take a picture with his special equipment that looks inside her skin. And the left-hand picture on the screen right now is exactly that. The 2 sides correspond to the 2 sides of her face that has serum on it and without serum on the other side. So on the side that says no collagen, that is the side that did not have serum on it. And you can tell that the skin is really red, and also there are also other damages to it, which you would expect of somebody who is 62 years old. And the red is not inflammation, it's just purely the fact that without any collagen to protect our skin anymore, at that age, you would see the red blood cells, the red blood vessels a lot easier under the dermatoscope. On the other side, however, you will notice that the color, the texture, they're all different. And this is on the same face, except it had 10 weeks worth of serum on it. Now, what the serum was able to do, according to this picture, is to reproduce collagen on someone who is 62 years old. And to this is the miracle that the doctor saw, which had him convinced that our product has something that is truly unique, and no other product in the market is able to give this kind of results in such a short period of time. This set of pictures have gone around the world many times over. Literally, it is the face that launched the millions ships, as I will call it. that is the skincare range. And I think a lot of people are interested in anti-aging. They want to look good, but actually in Jeunesse, we believe in holistic health. We believe that you want to feel and look young, not just on the outside, but you want to have the body that will carry you, to have the energy to live the life that you truly want to live, no matter what age you are. Why should age stop us? Why should age stop us from living a full life? And therefore, we have a whole series of products, which I call the nutrition for ourselves. Right here, we have our absolute best-selling product in the entire world called Reserve. Now, Reserve is actually a multi-nutritional product where it contains a key ingredient, resveratrol. But if you see on the chart right now, right here, you will also see some very, very interesting products, ingredients that are in it, like cherry juice, grape extract, acai berries. There are a lot of berries. There's green tea, there's pomegranate, there's aloe vera. Now, all of this on their own are the superfoods that a lot of nutritionists and doctors recommend people start taking and including in their diet. What our doctors have so cleverly done is to use very high-tech biotechnology to combine all of these ingredients and also to give it to increase the maximum potency and delivery of the nutrients from all of these ingredients into our life cells. And this is something that truly sets Reserve apart from many other products, similar sounding, similarly named products in the industry that contains resveratrol, because we have the ability to deliver the nutrients, in fact, 98% of the nutrients into our life cells. And that is truly, truly amazing, because it's not about what you feed yourself, essentially. It is about how much your body can absorb. And when you take one sachet of Reserve, it is equivalent to you really harnessing the power that nature has given us in the form of all these wonderful fruits, but in a small sachet. To me, this beats any cup of coffee. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I am very sorry if I make anybody uncomfortable saying that, but really, I drink Reserve to lift up my energy, and every day I start my day with a Reserve and end my day with a Reserve. It gives me the nutrients that I like, and I really feel that it has made a huge difference to me. I don't know if you can see me online, and yes, I have a little bit of makeup, but I think you can say that I look pretty good for someone above 40 years old. So if you want to really bring out the best in you, not just on a superficial level, you really want to look at how Jeunesse can help you to build up a strong cellular foundation. And Reserve is only one of the many products that we have that could do that. In fact, right here, you see pictures of some of our star products all over the world. Some of them are available in different markets. So, if you don't see them in your markets, they are coming. Trust me, because, we always believe in empowering our customers as well as our distributors with the best possible products you can find in this category. So we not only have our Luminous Skincare, we also have a product that actually boosts your memory and help you to build your mind, as well as weight management products, as well as also energy drinks, AMP Infinity. These all contain some of the most exciting, most amazing biotechnology you can find in the anti-aging industry. Now, all of that from the business platform that is designed by award-winning business women and businessmen, plus an amazing product suite in the form of the youth enhancement system. So with these two systems, we literally have the foundation of a strong business platform. But many people would ask the question, well, what has that got to do with me? How can I get involved? And this is where Jeunesse bridges the gap between what seemed highly impossible to everyday you and I, our lives. We can now participate in this global redistribution of wealth through this truly amazing, phenomenal business opportunity. And what they have also done is to make it worth our while. Jeunesse has come up with a really powerful compensation plan. And if for us to get involved in any business, we all want to know, what can we get out of it? Now, there are 6 different streams of income. I'm going to go through all of them with you very quickly. All of these are concepts, and I think we are all very familiar with the first two, called the retail profit and retail sales bonus. In fact, majority of the people who are involved in distribution of products anywhere in the world, in a traditional sphere, they're all looking at increasing their what we call active income. That means you have to be exchanging time for money. So let's take a look at how we do that in Jeunesse. Once you join as a distributor, the first thing you get is your own website that contains all the information about a product, and this is maintained by the company. And you now have the opportunity to retail all your products online to a customer base of your choice. You literally purchase all the products at wholesale and sell them at retail. But the best part is, with the Jeunesse compensation plan, you never ever need to keep stock. You don't need to buy them and then put them in the warehouse or put them in a room, or worse still, convert one of your rooms into a warehouse so that to sell them retail. This is not where the money is. This is actually just a matter of convenience for most of us. But many of us who are involved in this business, we truly get into the spirit of it when we realize that our job is not to sell products, but our job is to share the opportunity with the people in our lives, telling them, sharing with them how through our own experience, we have actually learned how to take care of ourselves better through some amazing products. And also, if you so choose, if you share it with other people who would also like to get involved, either using the products or maybe make an extra, a couple of $100 or a few $1,000s, or if they want to become a rock star, they want to make some rock star income, you could also do this through this platform. So when you start to share this with your friends, and your friends are interested to buy more than just one product, they would like to try the whole series of products, we would highly recommend that they take a look at the bundle packages that the company has already provided. And every time your friends pick one of these packages, you will actually be paid what we call a CAB, customer acquisition bonus, or in the US, a first order bonus. And this is equivalent to what we call a referral fee. It's a very simple concept because, you see, the company is a direct selling company. The company manufactures the product, and there's only one factory in the world, in the US. They manufacture that and they sell directly to customers. What you and I as distributors we do is that we are the ambassadors. We use the products ourselves, and because it works so well on us, we are now able to share with people through word of mouth how it can help them as well. And as a result of that, all of the middle layers, the marketing, and all of the advertising dollars that the company has saved, they're giving it back to us as a form of reward for the partnership that we can now use the products as well as share them, and in the process, we benefit financially. So this is the two first ways that we could make money through this business platform. But I can also tell you that many people are not in this platform because of this too, because one of the most attractive aspects of a business like ours in the network marketing industry is the fact that we have the opportunity to build what we call passive income. Now, perhaps passive is not the right word, because there's nothing passive about this. This business is very active. It's really very exciting. So recurring income, something that comes residually, and that is what I'm going to share with you next. The concept is truly simple. It starts with you thinking about growing a team of business associates all over the world. Everyone who joins is one web store, and everyone who joins brings with them their own customer base, their own friends and family, who can all benefit from not only the products, but also the financial opportunity. So if every one of them are connected globally, what the company has done is that it has the technology to connect all of us globally. So consider that you are developing a global franchise, but online, for these products and these services. So what that means is that for every transaction that takes place through every online store, every distributor who are in your network, you get to benefit from their productivity. What you have done is that you have multiplied your productivity. You don't just rely on your own good work. You're also looking for good people to work with you so that they, while they help themselves, we work together as a team. That is why we call this the team commission. While everybody is building on their own business, while everybody is sharing what they have found out about, a different way to make money, a quicker way to make money, a more efficient way to make money, we generate points in the process. and the points will allow you to convert them into cash. So we just literally have two communities in the way we manage our business. We have our right and our left, and every time you create 900 points worth of product sales transactions, then the company will pay you $35 US. Now, $35 US, let's take a step back. Maybe that doesn't sound a lot, but if you think about it, this is not through you standing in front of, say, a cashier or exchanging 2 hours of your time to work. Where I am in Australia, the minimum wage for 1 hour of work is around 20 Aussie dollars. So $35 US is around 2 hours worth of work. But in our business, that's not what it's about. It's not about how many hours you put in exchange for money. It is about how many people can you work with to help them to realize the value of the products as well as the business. So the company can pay you up to 750 team commissions every single week, which works out to be 26,250. 750 times 36, 35, as simple as that. Now, I don't know if $26,250 US would change your life. I don't know if you can have a good life where you are, but I can tell you that there are some people, even in a rich country like Singapore, who do not make $26,250 US in a year. But what is more important to me is not that I'm guaranteeing you that this is possible. It's the fact that it is now possible for the people who come from all kinds of backgrounds. You know, I have a master's degree in applied economics, and I actually thought of doing a second master's degree at one point because I felt like I was losing my competitive edge in a very competitive environment. But I realized that, you know, no matter how much I study, it is not going to increase my potential. The fact is, I already have what I have. But there are people in Jeunesse who have much less education, you know, but they're smart and they're willing to work hard and they're humble and they're willing to learn. And through that process, they have infinitely increase what is possible for them as far as financial reward is concerned. And I think that is one of the most exciting things about this compensation plan, because it levels the playing field for every single one. If this is not enough, then I can also share with you that you have the opportunity to increase that to a whole different dimension. Now, I don't know if you've ever referred a friend to a job, you know, introduce a friend who might be looking for new work or, you know, wants to change jobs. And when your friend does well in that job, or when they get hired and they do well, you'll be very happy with your friend. But chances are you wouldn't get more than a cup of coffee or maybe a thank you meal, a one-time thank you meal. But in Jeunesse, if you introduce a good business partner, a good distributor, a productive, hardworking, somebody who is, you know, really building the business as if it's their own, and they go on to also look for other business partners, and you help to train them, to work with them, to ensure that they understand the business so that they can also do well for themselves. That's what we call a leader. So when you start to have a group of business associates all over the world who work with you, and you work with them and help them to maximize their potential out of this compensation plan, out of this business opportunity, you also have the opportunity to receive additional bonuses based on their productivity. So the people that you are recommending directly, we call them your level one. And when they make $35 team commission, you have the opportunity to be paid an extra 20% off that, which means the company pay you an extra $7. But imagine that one or several of your level one distributors, business partners, they are truly maxing out what is possible compensation plan, and they're making $26,250 a week. They work hard for it. You work hard with them to achieve that. You get 20% of every one of their productivity in addition to what you are already making for yourself. And the people that they bring in, they are your level 2 distributors. The people that your level 2 distributors bring in, a level 3, and so on and so forth, up to level 7. So the company continues to reward you for helping other people, for empowering the distributors in your team so that collectively we could all do better. Individually, we will do well, but collectively, we will do better. And this is where the leadership matching bonus is so powerful, because it draws on a very altruistic, a very empowering state of mind where you are working to bring out the best in everyone that you meet. And they must be willing to help themselves, of course. And when you have an additional 5 customers every month who are reordering, your level 1 matching bonus is increased to 25%. And if you have 10 customers who does that, it increases to 30%. And this is, to me, if you are surrounded by people who want to take care of themselves and who understands the value of the product and the business opportunity, you can close your eye and you will receive this extra 5%. But the important thing is, what do you believe and how do you work with your team? The final way of making money with this company is one of the most exciting. And this is because every one of us, no matter where we are in this business, we have the opportunity to get involved at the very top level of the company and be involved in the diamond bonus pool. The company sets aside 3% of the company's global productivity in terms of CV so as to be shared quarterly to all the qualified diamond directors. Right now in Jeunesse, if I'm not wrong, we have less than 200, no more than 300, diamond directors. There's so many of them these days that we lose count. And what they do is that while they grow their business, we, the diamonds, also get a chance to build their additional bonuses just by helping more people. So income from this pool is based on the shares earned by each of these diamonds. You have to be productive to be able to be part of it. It is equivalent to dividend sharing by the company. Jeunesse is a private company, and the best part is this profit sharing, this dividend sharing is done every quarter instead of annual. So if 4 times a year you receive an additional bonus, in Chinese New Year, we receive 1 red packet once a year. And if you are married, you lose the chance to get your red packet. You have to give red packets instead. But in Jeunesse, as long as you continue to do the good work, you will receive additional bonus every 3 months. Congratulations to all the diamonds. This is what a lot of us are looking at, working hard, but be able to see the fruits of our labor. So, in any business, having that kind of compensation plan, that kind of income potential would excite a really business-minded person, somebody who is looking at a completely different lifestyle, completely different life altogether. But the beautiful part of this business is also that we get to enjoy a beautiful lifestyle with it. So other than building your business and making the financial reward, we also have a lot of opportunities throughout the year to take part in different customer incentive programs, special projects, and a lot of trips and incentives, trainings, conferences. This is truly a global community of entrepreneurs and customers who are onto something that is bigger than themselves. So this is something that has truly opened up my eyes, and I consider myself very privileged, because when I was working in the corporate world, I had a chance to travel to many countries, work with many different people, and yet in Jeunesse, I've seen some of the most amazing places, as well as met some amazing human beings along the way, working with me, alongside me, and mentoring and teaching us what this business is about. And that truly is the icing on the cake that I never really expected. So we are now living in a brand new paradigm. Now, everything that I have said to you, you could either have listened to it as being something that is, totally too good to be true, or you could just consider that this is the new world. This is a completely different business opportunity. And no matter what other people might think it is what you think that is going to make a difference. So do you want to catch a trend? We now have a proven system in the US global system, and that's the third piece to me that is critical. We have the business platform with a wonderful product system, and we have a wealth creation system, a global community that's going to support you no matter where you are. If you've never done business like me, you've just been working your entire life, you could be a housewife, it doesn't matter what your background is, as long as you're willing to learn. You coming into the US global system, you now have found a formula for success. You can ride on the cutting edge technology in the business network, in the business platform, in the products, as well as I can tell you, we are getting some amazing human technology here, people who serve with love. We want to leverage the global economy, not just look at your own country, but really expand your horizons. How big can you go? How big do you want to go? At the end of the day, all of us work hard because we want flexibility, time, financial freedom. And after making the money, want to be able to do more for the society, perhaps, do more for the people that you love. And there is no other more complete business opportunity than the one that I've just shared with you. So I hope that you guys would really, if you're listening to it for the first time, consider that this is the perfect time to join a global community to do something amazing for yourself with several other like-minded individuals. All right, so this is what I wanted to share with you about Jeunesse. And, to me, it is one of the most exciting things that has ever happened to me. The journey has been amazing, but it is only the beginning. The company is now stable. It is now at a point where it is ready and poised for the next level of growth. That's why we continue to have these webinars. We have more than 20 of them in 6 different languages across the week. And this is only one of them. And today I am so blessed. I actually have invited 3 friends to be online with us today to share with you their stories. And this is something that I'm most excited to do. I'd like to welcome, first and foremost, a friend all the way in the USA. And he has, he is an amazing guy who has done so much in his life, gone through so much. And I invite him to join us. Sammy, are you here?
Oh, hi, Joanne. How are you?
Hello, you. How are you?
Thank you for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to see you with that big sunshine smile.
Oh, sunshine smile. It is a beautiful day in Melbourne here.
It is? Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah.
Well, Sammy,
so I want to say hi to my friends around the globe.
Yeah, exactly. Well. Beautiful, isn't it? This is the platform for us to do business with all friends all over.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, Sammy, I know that you used to be in the IT business for many years, and you were doing really well. But you did, your business did hit a huge roadblock when the financial crisis hit. And you found yourself in very uncomfortable territory, not knowing what to do at a senior age. What is it that have you look at Jeunesse, and what did Jeunesse offer you at that time?
Well, when I lost my business in 2008, 2009, like you said, because of the global financial crisis, I was very, very depressed because the worst thing is that I never had a financial retirement plan in place. So I never thought this is going to happen. So that's the reason I never planned on that. And then the other thing is that that I felt really bad was that I was approaching 60 at that time. When I lost the business, it's not easy to go rebuild that retirement plan because you don't have much time anymore. And also, you cannot do that by working for somebody. And then you want to start a business, it's going to take a huge amount of investment. And then I don't want to take that risk again and then invest the money. So, it was very frustrating for a while, especially when I saw my wife had to go work to put food on the table. So one day I was so fortunate. I ran into a friend of mine. She invited me into a meeting. I didn't know what was it. But when I walked in there, when I saw all these Chinese faces, I knew there must be something good. So I sat down and listened, and they were sharing this information like you just did for the last 30 minutes about Jeunesse. But what caught my attention was the platform that Jeunesse had. At that time, they were in 40-some countries. I said, what? When I end my business only in the U.S., and here is 40-some countries, and I don't even have to go open the market or build the market. Jeunesse already done it, and then the platform covers that. And the other thing that is different from the business that I had is that I don't have to go sell. I just share. I don't have to go ship the products or collect the money. The Jeunesse will do all that for me. That's the reason I chose Jeunesse to rebuild the retirement plan that I never had, because I knew with this platform I'll be able to do it by leveraging the platform and the system and the friends. Yeah, that's the only way I knew how. I knew
that's great.
possible.
That's great.
Yeah.
It is really heartening to hear that you had an opportunity to rebuild your life, but in a way that's completely new to you. How many how many markets is your business in right now, Sammy?
Right now, it's in about 9 countries right now. 9 countries.
That's awesome.
I have never even been to those countries except for my home country, which is Malaysia. But the other countries, I've never been there to build it. I don't even know those people. But then that's the way this business is. You know, you can make money from strangers, which is really unheard of. you don't have to go build it. Like our leader, Yvonne, always say, this business, you can make money from strangers. And that's totally awesome. Like you said it in your presentation. That's the way this platform is. You can share and you can leverage. And the key word is leverage. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So Sammy, what are you doing in your retirement age now? How do you spend your time?
Well, at my retirement age, the difference being is that I'm sharing information opportunity with my friends. About a lot of them are the same age as I am, but for them, they depend on that retirement plan that they have, but they only have limited resources, and they have to be very careful with the expenses. But when I share this information to them, they know that by getting involved part-time, or they don't have to be doing it full-time, because you want to do it part-time. You have worked all your life, and then there's no point of going back to work. But here, with the platform, you can share and you can leverage your friends around the globe. You don't have to know them. But the thing is, with the platform like it is, and then like the system that you mentioned, the USGS system, it's already there. And all you got to do is plug in and follow the system. And the USGS system has so much resources on different on YouTube, on Youku, and you can send your friends to. You don't have to be talking to them. You don't need to talk to them. All you do is send them this link, and they can read about it, watch it. A lot of them are videos, hands-on, and then if they have any questions, you can send them to your friends in their country. You can leverage that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to fly over to Singapore to talk to them. I can have friends in Singapore, Christopher and other people to help me leverage them
awesome.
to do it. That's the key word in this USGS system. Leverage. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And on top of all that, you still find time to do things you love, like playing badminton and being a line judge.
Oh yeah, badminton is my passion, Joanne.
So awesome.
Yeah, and then I like to be able to play in different countries. I just came back from Birmingham, Alabama, 2 months ago. Now, next month, probably in a couple of months, I may be going to China to meet my friends and play there. And then maybe I'll swing by Malaysia.
You live such an amazing lifestyle. Just one.
I don't want to.
Have you even imagined this is possible when your business went under a few years ago?
Even if my business did not go under, I still didn't have the chance to do that. Because a traditional business, especially a small business owner, self-employed, you actually employ yourself to run the business.
That's right.
How is it possible for you to go anywhere? Because you are the business. Is it? You have to be there to run the business.
Yeah, so, that's right.
Unless you have a lot of employees to do it, but then still, you cannot depend on them to do the business.
That's right. Well, Sammy, it's always a pleasure.
In Jeunesse is different. Yeah, thank you.
Always a pleasure to chat with you. And I know if I just continue, we could talk for the next hour.
No. I don't want to take the glamour away from you. Yeah.
No. It's nothing to do with that. I really want to bring on a couple of other friends as well. But thank you so much.
I know. Thank you for giving me a chance.
All right. Take care. See you soon. The next friend that I want to introduce you to is like a brother to me, because we got to know each other through this business. And I used to be a Singaporean, and even though I live in Australia now, we still keep in touch a lot. Christopher, are you there?
Hello, Joanne.
Hi.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you again. Hey, this is my boy.
So cute.
He is, I don't know what I need to do to teach him that when the blinds are down, he's not supposed to come in. Say hello, Jenny. Say hello. Okay. Can you give mommy a bit of time to do this? I'm finishing up very, very soon. Okay, I'll come have lunch with you. Okay. All right. So he's just going to sit in the background and, do whatever he wants. So, Chris, tell me, how old are you?
I already have my.
Okay, thank you, darling. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no worries. That's your lifestyle. That's my
lifestyle. I'm always around my son. It's not a surprise he's close to me because I do get to spend a lot of time with him. And I'm very grateful for that. But back to you, Chris. How long have you been in this business, and what brought you into this business?
Oh, okay. That's a very good question. Okay. Also allow me to share a bit more about myself, okay, because back then I was like you, Joanne. I was just working a job, and I really had that traditional paradigm mindset. But of course, throughout the years of working, I came to realize that it's often not easy to just rely on one stream of income, especially in Singapore. It's such an expensive city. So I'm always on the lookout for opportunities. And of course, when I saw Jeunesse, when I saw the 6 streams of income, I was really blown away by how much I can actually earn from Jeunesse. Because just by working on Jeunesse, I actually get a chance to convert my corporate annual salary into my Jeunesse monthly income. So that was actually what I wanted. So I've been in this business part-time about 2 years plus, 3 years. And of course, after working hard in this business, and most importantly, must follow the right business mentor, the right system, the right proven method. Now that I've got some good results, I actually managed to fire my boss. And like Joanne, like you now, I actually get to enjoy this Jeunesse lifestyle like we all want to enjoy. Like Sammy, like yourself, a very happy mom at home. And now I'm a happy online entrepreneur and always able to fly anywhere I want. And of course, I can even sleep to any time I want without having to wake up according to my alarm clock. So I really feel that this is something that really changed my life totally. So that's why I really urge a lot of people to always seriously look at Jeunesse and see how Jeunesse can also help them. Yeah, that's my simple story.
That's fantastic. Thanks. Your story is so representative of so many of us. We grow up with this. We're taught that you study hard, get a good job, and pretty much work till you cannot work anymore, and that's it.
Yep.
That's what life is like. But you saw a whole different future for yourself. Yep. And what do you hope to get out of this? What you are what 30 something,
35.
Right? 35 exactly.
Yeah.
Now it's completely possible that you could retire before you're 40 years old.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel?
Well, okay. Just last time when I started this business, okay, to be very frank, okay, it was all because of money. But after that, when I started doing this business, last time I used to belittle my simple story. I always thought that my story is very, very small. But after that, when I actually followed the proven system and I can get the kind of result that I wanted, I was really blown away by how much my simple story can actually help a lot of people change their life as well. Because sometimes our simple story can actually enlighten people and give people some awakening, and they really start doing something extra rather than just depending on their simple job. So now I keep sharing my story, and I always keep sharing that actually if you really open up your mind and you really work hard in Jeunesse, you can really change your life. And I always say that I'm never an exception. I'm just an example of what this business can do for everyone. So now I got hooked onto helping people. So it is a different kind of motivation. So now even if I were to retire at age 40, and I'm very confident of that with Jeunesse, I feel that after age 40, I can really help more and more people. And really this kind of business, this industry, I really feel that it can touch people's life. And I definitely believe that there's a lot more people in life out there that we can all help and we can all touch. So probably my whole life will be out there helping people, and most importantly, having fun as well. And our stories will touch more and more people. Yeah, that's what I'm after.
A life, what I really hear, and I'm very moved by that sharing, Chris, that you're now living a life on purpose, with a purpose, and you're definitely living it exactly the way, according to your own terms. So congratulations.
Yep. Thanks.
Well done. Well, I'm going to see you very soon in about 2 weeks, I think. So I'll see you back in Singapore.
Okay, Ken. Thanks.
Send my love to your family.
Thanks.
Okay,
Thanks a lot. See you. Bye.
All right. So now we're going to take one last trip to a neighboring country of Singapore, to Malaysia, to meet a very good friend of mine. She is someone whose story has touched the lives of many all over the world, being a single mother who found her new life and recreated a brand new future for her son with Jeunesse. Can we welcome Diamond Director Ivy Low from Malaysia, please? Hello, beautiful.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
It's so exciting to see all of you.
Thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you for making time. I know that you have such an amazing story about how you have completely changed your life with Jeunesse. Could you give us, especially friends who are here for the first time, the pleasure of hearing this amazing story again, please?
Oh, sure. Thank you, Joanne. Once again, thank you for having me. This morning to share this journey in Jeunesse. 6 years ago, all right, when I was introduced to Jeunesse, honestly, I do not know what to expect. But again, I was looking for opportunity because of my traditional business that actually ended up with huge amount of debts. Imagine it was a 6-figure ringgit Malaysia. But I was very skeptical about this industry when I was introduced to it. But after that, I didn't really put a lot of thoughts on it, and I jumped into the business. Reason simply was because, number one, when I was introduced to Jeunesse, it was already 2 years old, and people start making the money, which means this business is real, and it has been expanded to 82 countries in just short 2 years. So I was thinking, this product must be very, very good, and their system must be very good also, in order for them to expand it to so many countries in just short 2 years. The most beautiful thing is I do not need to leave Malaysia. Then I can earn USD. And e-commerce is a big thing, and it's a trend. So, I just joined them, and very quickly, I just followed the leader, followed the system, and I never expected that I can settle all my debts, within 7 months.
Wow.
And you were mentioned, I am a single mom, and through this platform, I'm very blessed that I managed to not only settle all my debts, I also can actually provide a better life and environment to my family, and also I managed to send my only son to further his study in a local international school after I have joined Jeunesse, 8 months or 9 months later. And guess what? Time really flies, and I even sent him to his dream country in Japan, Tokyo, to further his study in this year, end of March.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
From being heavily in debt, to struggling to put food on the table, to being able to send your kid to international school, and now to Japan, one of the most expensive countries in the world.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yes.
That is amazing. Stories like yours, Ivy, most people listen to it and go, that can't be true. So I really want to thank you for always sharing your story. It's the same story I've heard many times, but it always inspires me to do more for myself and my family, and also my business partners. So I want to ask you, since you are a diamond director, in my presentation I mentioned that there's only less than 200 diamond directors all over the world in Jeunesse after 8 years.
Yeah.
So can I ask you, I know it's impossible. You could literally do days of training on this. But if I were to ask you to distill 3 key ingredients that contributed to your success in Jeunesse, what would that be?
Good question. I think the most important, the very first factor is the right positive mindset. Regardless how good is the product, how good is the system, if you do not have the right mindset, I think you will stop eventually. I give you a very good example. When I got started in Malaysia 6 years ago, most of the people, they never heard about Jeunesse. And I do not have product testimony. I do not have income testimony. So can you imagine, the amount, the number of the people who rejected me compared to the people who accepted this kind of business. So I think if I do not have the positive mindset, there's no way I can achieve diamond in just short 3 years. I think this is the number one key factor. And number two, it's just like Christopher shared. To know your purpose is actually very important. The reason, to keep me going ahead, my whole purpose is because I want to provide a better environment, a better financial environment to my son. Because I have gone through, that living in that, every day, when your phone call, when your phone ring, definitely the call is actually from the bank. I'm so afraid to pick up the call because I know the standard answer that I get from them and the standard answer that I am going to give them is the same. Okay, so from day one I joined, I set my purpose, my why. So that's why, when your why is big enough, your skill will take place, by itself.
Right.
Okay? Yeah. Is the third key factor, I think the most important thing is, you have to believe in the company, the product, the leader, and especially the USGS system. Because system is very, very important. Because we have actually, have a proven track record. We help so many, many people to transform their life through the system. It also makes our job easier. Imagine you say you are in Australia, I'm in Malaysia. For example, if you say you are my business partner, how can I guide you? You don't expect me to fly to Australia, very often. But through the system, like especially the Zoom today, we can connect the people. All right, we can actually leverage on the best of the best people. You are one of the best people, okay, and one of the best leader that we can actually leverage on you for our new partner to understand more about the products, the company, the reward plan, and to hear many, many more stories. And of course, the one very, very last thing, you have to believe in yourself that you can do this. I often also say, I am not the exceptional case. I am only an example, right? If I can do it, let me tell you, anybody can do this, as long as you believe in yourself, and the rest, of the thing will take care by itself.
Thank you, Ivy, for sharing yourself as an example of what is possible. People like you, if we have time, we will talk about all the ups and downs you've gone through. We know that, it takes, you give a lot. And that's why the right mindset with the clarity of your purpose and the support and willingness to work with a global community like the US global system is your support base, and thank you so much, Ivy, for being with us today.
Thank you. I see you soon. 2 weeks later, yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fantastic.
Happy to see you. Okay. Bye.
Yeah. Take care.